No.
No art play on acting rationally against one's best judgment uses the example of Kathleen to illustrate how a person can hold bizarre, irrational belief systems that nonetheless appear internally logical to them. Kathleen sincerely believes a conspiracy theory. She is convinced that aliens routinely invade Earth and the US government is hiding this fact. She believes that this is a theory that she would believe if she were fully rational. She can marshal a plethora of considerations, which she takes to be excellent reasons for her view. In other words, by her own light, Kathleen's worldview is coherent and justified. However, Arlene's point is that an external, objective standpoint of Kathleen's beliefs is deeply irrational. The fact that Kathleen thinks her belief is rational does not seem to count against or in the assessment that it is baseless. Indeed, what is irrational for Kathleen to believe, in aliens in fact, at all, is even more irrational for her to believe that she is rational in believing such a thing. This vivid case shows that a person can feel perfectly rational and consistently internal while actually holding an alien, unjustified set of beliefs. Now, how is that connected to the idea of candy canes? Well, the idea is actually pretty simple. You see, barbershops used to offer 3 services: dentistry, which is what the white stripe on barbershop poles stood for, bloodletting, which is what the red stripe symbolized, and then haircutting. I don't know how they symbolize that. But eventually, these processes got split up and diversified into their own medical professions. Now, bloodletting, for the most part, is only good when you have hypertension or too much iron in your blood. I never remember the name of that. But when you have those kinds of conditions, bloodletting is still useful. Otherwise, it's not too useful. But one day in Europe, a few hundred years ago, one barber decided to, this was after bloodletting and dentistry had been removed from barbershops, but they decided to have a candy maker commissioned to make a cane that looked like the barbershop pole. And that is how they are all connected. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
This game is currently one of the most popular in the app and
Gone in there.
What? You pushed me in! You